Well, another George Jones track there, The Window Up Above. Lovely track. What do you think, Roy?
Yes, I mean...
Yeah. Well, use it.
George Jones is, I would say, he's my favourite, but he's up there among them, yes, and he's got that nice little quiet rhythm about him. It's
absolutely, yeah.
Relaxing rhythm.
Perfect for Sunday evening, I think, yeah.
Absolutely.
And well, I was going to ask you, actually, about what for the future, for where are you going from here, your writings and your books?
Well, I mean, I write I write full time now. I mean, I've written a number of manuscripts. I've got a few more coming out towards the end of this year or beginning of next year. I've hopefully will get 2 new out this year, and I will get the rest through next year. But it's funny, really, because when I started on my writing journey, if I could use that term, I would write 10 manuscripts, and then I would reassess. I'm now writing my 10th, and it's been an interesting journey. I wouldn't say it's been a very great profitable journey, but I didn't write it for profit.
No.
I wrote it for me.
Absolutely.
And I enjoy doing it. I've created some great characters. I've learned a lot. As any profession, the more you do it, the better it is.
Could you, for any of the people listening to this show now, they might think about, I'd like to do this, I'm being inspired by what Roy is saying. Any advice to them?
Yes, I mean, the key thing in any profession, you never give up. You carry on doing it and doing it. The difference between failure and success is a very fine line. The people that keep going will achieve success.
Yeah.
It's the people that give up are not successful. You are never ever unsuccessful, providing you're still trying.
Absolutely, yeah.
And that is the key. And be happy doing it.
Isn't it?
That's it. Be happy in your life. Be happy in your skin.
I think anything is difficult if you're not happy doing it.
Absolutely. Be happy in your skin. I mean, a lot of these pop stars today, you see them and they've got the dream in wealth and material things, and yet they're sad. They're doing drugs, they're doing this, they're behaving badly, they're bad role models for and you often wonder how happy these people are. And I wouldn't change places with them.
No.
For well, if I could use the old saying, all the tea in China.
Yeah.
It's to be
I think that relates
happy in your skin. That's a key factor.
Doesn't that relate to country music? I find some of the older stuff is a bit more simplistic and a bit more...
Yes, I was going to suggest that
Yeah.
for myself. The simplistic stuff of country music actually fits in very nicely with the young culture in its simplicity. Today, well, there's been drugs around and there's been things around since music began, and music began where sort of people come together and they bang 2 rocks and they realise they can make a sound. So it goes back a long way.
Absolutely, yeah.
So yeah, see, country music, well, that is the charm of music, really. It tells a story.
Yeah, but it keeps coming back to this, doesn't it?
I mean,
It's a
I'm
story.
looking at that now, and I'm talking off the cuff on.
This is the.
But it is. It
Yeah.
tells that story.
This is the basis of it. I think
The
this.
basis
Yeah.
of it, about lost love or about ruined careers, about for something. That is what makes it so exciting.
Absolutely, and being an author, this is probably why you like it so much, because you can relate to it.
I mean, that is why I relate to it so much. It reminds me of certain things. It tells me a little story, and sometimes I can use that in my writing. It gives me because this font is one little sentence, one word, and I can write a paragraph on it. I can write a chapter on it.
No, I believe you could end up being quite famous. You got a little one of your books maybe become a.
Yes, there's talk about it. Yes, there is talk about it. But I mean, I've only been writing a very few years, and
Yeah.
I've been pretty lucky to get a few books published. But the works that I've got coming are really, really good.
Yeah.
I've pored over them really, and I've gone to every everyone could use that, every sentence. And these will be coming in the future. And yes, I believe that people like my writing. And I'm getting quite well known in the community. I've got an American publisher that's pushing quite hard. I write a lot on the internet. I mean, if anyone wants to look on the internet, you can see a number of my articles there.
I believe if you put your name Tompkinson and
oh yeah, they come up.
it'll come
all
up.
the articles will come up. They're there somewhere in the net, basically. But yeah, and that's it. And as for country music, I can assure you that when I'm writing, not every day, but perhaps every other day, I got a track country music on. One or other of the authors, Jim Reeves or maybe Patsy Cline, Roger Miller, Farron Young, or Bobby Bear, and of course the other two tracks you played, George Jones.
It's been a really good. So we're going to play one last track. It's not one that you've asked for. It's a listener emailed in, Bill, and he's asked for Waylon Jenkins and Nelson. Mamas don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. So that's a bit of advice there, isn't it? So let's listen to that one, Roy.
Okay, yes.
Cowboys ain't easy to love and they're hard to hold. With someone they love. Don't let your babies grow.
There we go, especially for Bill. It's Waylon Jenkins and Willie Nelson. Mama, don't let those, what's it, your children grow up to be cowboys, something like that. It's a long title, isn't it? But, okay, thanks, Roy, anyway, for this evening, for joining us.
My pleasure. I've enjoyed it.
And we've talked about we covered some interesting things about being an author and country music and how it all ties in. I've never really thought about that before, how, being an author and writing lyrics, country music lyrics, how it all really ties in.
I mean, music ties into many things, mind, and country music tells a story, and that's how I think life is about stories, isn't it? Because we all live a story.
Life is a story, yeah, absolutely.
Stories,
yeah, of course it is, yeah.
And there's history in that story, and if we put that story to music, and what have you got? Country music.
Absolutely. Well, sadly, that's it for this evening. But I suppose I could give you the answer to the trivia question from earlier. Dolly has her own theme park in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And of course it's called Dollywood, of all things. And it's the most popular, most visited attraction in the state, according to the Tennessee Department of Tourism Development. And a Spernaes final thought for this evening. Anywhere is walking distance, if you've got the time. I'm Dave Spernaes, and you've been listening to Dave's Country. Next on GTFM we have Our Vowel. Enjoy what's left of your week. Make sure you join me next week, same time, same place, 6 PM every Sunday, only on GTFM 107.9 or gtfm.co.uk. And don't forget my address, which is davescountry@gtfm.co.uk. To play us out, we have what we got to play us out, Rob?
Well, I would like if you could put another Jim Reeves on, and
okay.
It's He'll Have to Go.
Excellent. So all that's left to say is thanks for listening. Diolch yn fawr.
And he'll have to go.
Bye for now.
Cheers, everyone.
Thanks.
Put your sweet lips a little closer